Hey, I'm Brian here in Philly with Gray from Steeplings. What's going on?
Not too much, man. Just out here in Philly, my old home city. Love it. Great times. Great times.
How long ago has it been since you've been to Philly?
I've been to Philly in 2.5 years now. I'm very upset that Lickety Split has closed, thanks to John Taffer. It was a great bar. It was a wild place. Now it looks a bit generic.
How long did you live in Philly?
I went to Temple University. I lived here from 2007 until 2010, and then for like 3 weeks in like 2012 before I moved to Brooklyn.
What did you major in at Temple?
Film.
Film? And did you do anything in film before you started the band?
Just nothing financially rewarding, but just random stuff. I did some just video stuff for some music magazines, sort of, but nothing really. Like mostly, I did experimental film stuff when I was at Temple, kind of like art film stuff, like music.
You just released your new debut album, actually. Tell me about it.
Grips on Heat. I started recording it, and I recorded it in Somerville. Couple started recording it like a year and a half ago. I finished it up this past January. Took a while to record. Took about a year and a half. A lot of just things happened. I was traveling a lot. Kind of got mauled down, but finished it. Got a connection through to Nathan of Waves, and he decided to put it out on his new label, Ghost Ramp, that he's starting. That's put out Spirit Club, Cloud Nothings, Waves record. They put out Gracie, who's another band from Boston. Gracie Jackson, really, really good. You guys should check it out. We play together in Boston all the time.
And what are some of your favorite tracks off this debut album?
That's hard to say. Some of these songs are pretty old. Some are more fun to play live than sound better on the record. Like Columbia is a song that sounds really great live. Whereas on the record, I'm like sort of into like a song like Grips on Heat, the title track, but really spacey, weird song. We haven't been playing on this tour because it's really long, and we're opening for these bands, and we don't want to sacrifice the other songs. But I like them. I like them all. They've been around for a long time. They're like kids are grown up a little bit, and looking forward to some new ones on the horizon.
Well, hopefully you definitely get some good success with this debut album, without a doubt.
Totally. So far, so good.
And going back to being signed on Ghost Ramp, I saw that Waves did the collaboration album with Cloud Nothings. Would you ever think of doing maybe a collaboration with Nathan Williams and Waves?
Sure. Yeah, why not? If that opportunity presents itself and it makes sense.
Combine everybody on the new label and...
Yeah.
Just come out one big mega album.
Crazy powwow band. There'll be like 50 guitars and like 30 drum sets. It'll be awesome.
It'll be pretty insane.
Yeah, man. It'll be like some sort of crazy and orchestra of weirdness for sure.
And briefly, I'm gonna go backwards a little bit. Tell everybody about the band.
The band. Well, it started off as it was like my project. I had started recording the record in Brooklyn, New York with this guy, Johnny Shanky, who worked on a Parquet Courts record called Light Up Gold, awesome record. He's in a band called Eaters, great producer. And I ended up in the middle of recording. I had to travel a bunch, coming back to Boston, and a lot of the recordings got lost when basically a computer repair shop destroyed my computer, lost like bunch of recordings that I was doing in a professional studio, and then just had to re-record it myself. And about 2013, when I started recording the record again myself in Somerville, Massachusetts, I started playing shows with some guys. The only person in the current lineup would be the drummer, Chris Edelston. After the band got signed, flash forward 2014, wintertime, I got Corey Jackson on guitar and Chris Balzati on bass, who we call Cree. Really, the band's been playing at this current status since about March.
So a fairly new band with the whole full lineup.
For sure, yeah.
The album artwork, let's talk about that.
That is, those are Polaroids that I discovered at my grandmother's house from the 80s. Believe it or not, the man on the cover is actually my uncle. He has a mask on. The back cover is like it's like, I believe that is it's like chocolate sauce for like ice cream. That was also a Polaroid I discovered at my grandmother's house. It's Halloween '81. That was what the Polaroids were titled. And then the pictures on the inside, there's some my buddy Mike took. You know, I did the layout myself. I did all the design myself, and you know, put it together. Stole some photos from my grandma and didn't give her credit. I should have.
So basically some old school photos from the 80s all put together for the artwork.
Essentially, yeah, exactly. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. I love those images. They're really creepy. I know.
But hey, I guess it fits in with the album.
Yeah, I hope so.
And Halloween is coming up.
Halloween is on its way. I think we're playing a Halloween show somewhere. I'm not sure. I think back in Boston.
That one of your favorite holidays?
I like it a lot, yeah. I don't know if I have a favorite, though. Probably Christmas, my favorite.
Where does the name Steep Leans come from?
I don't know. I made it up. I thought it sounded like a kind of like a guy, like a cowboy. His name is like Steep Leans, and he just kind of like roams the desert on a horse, alone. It's cool. And then the style of music is kind of woozy, and then you could kind of get like that whole lean orient because of the lean. Yeah, so it's just kind of a play on words. Steep Leans, lean.
And how is this current tour with Waves going for you?
It's good. I'm really tired right now. I think we all are. We drove 8.5 hours a day, and we slept for like 4 hours last night. They slept a lot more than me last night. But, yeah. It's going great, though. Killing it. Tonight was a weird show. It's the first time we had any sound snafus. I'm sorry they had to see that. I think overall it went pretty well, despite the broken strings.
Well, you know what? Everybody has their off nights, but you still did a great job out there.
Oh, thanks a lot, man. But yeah, tour's going great. We're on our, I don't know, this is our 8th show or something.
Well, great. Thanks for chatting with me tonight.
Thanks a lot, Brian.
No problem. I'm Brian here with Gray from Steep Leans.
Cool. Peace.